World, YouTube. Terrible sight here with a couple crazy stories of door dashing. Oh man, I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. Just, I don't even know how to say it. It's kind of very annoying right now with working on DoorDash. But I gotta get them experiences out. Figure why not with live video. I might do a regular video on this too, but I just don't. I've been working for DoorDash now for 3 years. Going on 3 years. Is it? Damn. Yeah, 2022, 23, 24. And I started January. When the hell did I start this job? Shit. This will be my 3rd year. DoorDash. Anyways. Two relay. You can see. That takes the fucking thing off, man. Annoying. But hello, everybody. 2 stories that happened to me on DoorDash. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just flabbergasted on what the hell has happened to me in the past couple days. Well, the other one happened about last week. I don't know, Wednesday. But yeah, it's getting weird. Very weird on DoorDash. It's very just fucking strange. So first incident the other day, a few days ago, there was a problem with an order I did at Subway. So I go to Subway, I pick up an order, got the guy's name, got an address. Now, if anybody has ever done DoorDash, you know that you get on the screen, you can see address, you know, what the people want you to do. And if you're going to do it, you got to do it within a, proper time. Well, this specific day, I'm going down the road. If anybody's local, they'll know it. If not, whatever. But there's a place called Airport Road. And hell, if you want to even look it on Google Maps and check it out yourself, you can pretty much see what the hell I'm talking about. So there's a 245 Crawford Street, Leominster, right? Is what the address said. So, and on it, it says building says CEI. Mind you, this CEI, bear with me. Goddamn fucking dog gotta get stuck. Get over here, stupid. Anyways, there is a CEI sign, but that sign does not properly show you a particular building, or let alone what the CEI stands for. So as I'm driving down towards this sign, and I looked up and happened to see it because I remembered it. Whoop, there I go on a curb. It helped to watch where you're walking. Ah! Can't see you and you got the phone blasting in your face. Walking in a cemetery and the road cuts off. And mother puss bucket, what is with the cemetery? People like to drive in here at night. Now, just in case I get killed, you're all watching. I don't know what it is with people. This is the second time or third time I've been in the cemetery. Friggin' cars are just driving on in, parking. From dusk till dawn, they say. But anyways, I don't know what the hell they doing. Weirdos. Complete weirdos. But then I'm a weirdo walking through a cemetery and do a video. They're stopping. Great. I gotta go the other way. Oh my God. People fucking serious, man. You can't do nothing in this world, right? Please, stay with me in case I get murdered. Shut their lights off. So I'm gonna go the opposite direction. And DoorDash. Back to the story. So, as I'm driving down this road heading to 245 Crawford Street, Leominster, Mass., the map literally pings me to 205 Crawford Street, Leominster, Mass. Mind you, I've been there, and I've delivered to this place before, but due to the fact that sorry if my face keeps going off, I gotta watch where I'm walking here because I don't want to trip over this. What the fuck is it? Big ass boulder. So I get to this place, 205, and I get a phone call, and the guy is calling about his order, and he said I went the wrong way. He's like, you missed the road. I said, what road? I said, I'm at the place, and I'm at the building, but, right, I was not at the right place. And he says, you got to pull out of that parking lot, and you got to take a right. I said, well, I'm over here by, there's a trailer place across the street from this building, and I told him about it, and he's like, what? What's that? And he didn't even know this trailer place. But yet he's at this, 245, and he's telling me I got to take a right, and I missed the road. Now, mind you, I go out into the parking lot, I'm going to take a right and go up this road he says I missed. Now, I get pull out, right, go further down the road. Mind you, there's a parking lot, but it leads to 774. Now, this building is now literally on the Fitchburg side of Crawford Street. So, he's like, no, you passed the road. I'm like, what the fuck? So I swing around in the parking lot, I go back, he says, now take a left up that road. Now, mind you, this road he's talking about is literally part of the driveway I was just in at 205. And I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to drive up here. And I did know about this, little road, and I did have an idea of it being connected to the effing parking lot, but, right, he, yelling at me, I'm going the wrong way. So, as I pull up, Jesus fucking Christ. Pull into this, parking lot, road, mind you, as he's calling it, a road. And I end up in the parking lot I was just at. And he's yelling and screaming that I'm at the wrong place. He says I'm behind that building. I'm like, well, I see a one-way, and this building does have a way you can go around it. But you literally got to drive back out of that parking lot, take a left, not a right. And that, the other side of the building, there is a road, and it goes one way around the back. So I figured that I'm at the wrong place, wrong this, wrong that. So I go out, take a left, and I said, if you're behind this building, I got to go down the road that's behind it. And I knew this road connected on the other side of the building. So I went up there, turned in, and at this point, the guy is furious. He's like, dude, you're going to make my food soggy, and I ain't going to like it soggy. I'm like, what the fuck? He says, dude, this is just a sub. It's not like you're delivering a pizza. And it's like, I'm thinking, what the hell does that got to do with anything? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I wasn't swearing at the guy, but I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, you told me you're behind the building. I'm behind the building, coming out the other end of the building, and I'm still in the wrong place. So I gets out the one way I was looking at before, pulls out in the parking lot, and he's like, you got to go out of that parking lot and take a right. Again, he's telling me go right and go up this friggin' little road, but it's connected to the parking lot. So I said, all right. I went back out, went out the parking lot, turned right. He's like, and I said, now you guide me to this road. So I took the right, and he said, right there, take a right. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And now I'm starting to get pissed, and I started raising my voice. I said, dude, you just told me to take a right. I'm in the road. He said, yeah, you're on the road. I said, this is the parking lot entrance that I just fucking went in. I said, I was just in this parking lot. He said, this is the road. So, I mean, I get up there. I'm driving in. I said, all right, I'm going to go to the building. What part of the building? And as I started going straight towards the building to head toward the doors, he's screaming his head off. You're going the wrong way. That ain't the way. Then he's telling me about these 5 buildings. You got to go in the road. You know, down that road he keeps telling me to go down. You got to go down that road, and there's 5 buildings to your right. I said, I'm looking at an L-shaped building that's connected into one. I said, I just went up the damn road you just told me. And I said, this ain't got no 5 buildings. What in the hell are you talking about? And he's over there like, you're going the wrong way. He keeps telling me I'm in the wrong area. I'm at the wrong place. So once again, one more time, I said, I'm going to go out this effing road and I'm going to take the right. And I'm going to go back up the road you told me to go again, right? And I said, when I get up this road, you tell me where to stop. So I pull out of the parking lot. I take the right. It's the same goddamn road entrance, we'll call it, road entrance to the same goddamn parking lot I was just in. He's like, now pull up that driveway. And at this point, I'm like, I'm at the same spot and area you told me to go the last time I did this, and now I'm in the same fucking parking lot, right? And then he says, stop. So I stop. In the middle of the parking lot, mind you. Right in the middle of the parking lot. And, you know, he's over here now. And I said, all right, where are you? He's like, you get out of your truck and you bring that food to me. So I get out of the truck. I'm like, okay. And I started walking to the right towards the building that I seen. And what does he do? You're going the wrong way. I'm like, what the I said, dude, I'm in the same effing parking lot you just made me come in, 5 minutes ago. And he's telling me, well, you're driving over here. You're driving all over the place, and you're in the wrong place. I'm like, wow. And then he said, and then get this. He's like, now go to 29. I'm like, 29? You just said 245. The address says 245, and now you're going to tell me 29 Crawford Street? And he said, yes. So I'm like, all right, I'll be there in a minute. And I hung up. Now, mind you, this point, I'm infuriated. As much as I wanted to swear at the guy and tell him to go F himself, the line's recorded through DoorDash. I had to keep my cool. But I take my left turn out of the parking lot, and I'm heading down the road towards 29. And I know there's a 29 on that road because I've passed it 100 times in my lifetime in this friggin' town. Calls back. All right. As I'm driving down the road towards 29. What does he do? Sounds like fucking Abbott and Costello. Third base. Who's on first? What's on second? Who's on what? I don't know who's on third base and all this shit. Third base. You're going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I said, you told me to go to 29 Crawford Street. He said, no, 229. I said, 229? He said, no, 245, man, it's 245. Then he's changing these numbers. I'm like, wow. At this point, I'm over here telling him, you said 245, now you said 249, and now you said 29. Now you say I'm at the wrong place. Wrong this, wrong that. And oh man, I'm flipping out. So I said, you know what? I'm hanging up. I'm calling DoorDash. Hang up. And then I called them. Told them what's happening. And before I did call them, I looked on the map. On the other map, not the DoorDash. DoorDash does bring you to Google Maps, but I shut that off to go on regular maps to see where 245 Crawford Street, Leominster is. And mind you, 245 Crawford Street don't reside in Leominster. There's a 245 Crawford Street in Fitchburg. So I immediately went down to this 245 Fitchburg Crawford Street, and I remember the IC or IEC, whatever the hell it was, but it went to a cutie patootie distributor company, and that don't even exist on that street no more. You know, there used to be a Swan ice cream place in this area too. That don't exist. I mean, here I am thinking, right, he's working in a factory, but all these factories, and when I got to 245 Crawford Street, Fitchburg, there was 3 guys standing behind the building. I asked them, hey, where's this address? And the guys, I never heard of it. How about ECI? I never heard of it, but it said it on the sign outside, ECI. And the guy's like, I never heard of it. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm getting nowhere with that. So I'm like, all right, sorry I bug you. So I was on the line with DoorDash also while I was doing this, because I told him I'm going to keep you on the line. The guy's all pissed off now. Sounds like he's going to attack me if I get there or whatnot. So, right, I kept him on the phone. The guy was calling while I was on the line with DoorDash. And, right, I didn't answer him. So, with this being said, the person, I'm trying to find this address for the life of me. I want to get this guy his food, or if there's anything left to it. And the lady said, well, it's canceled. I'm like, oh, great. So, that was that. I was on my way back to this friggin' address again. She said, no, just don't worry about it. Throw away the food. So I didn't throw it away. I took it in my privilege to sit there and wish he was in front of me eating it. And I wish I could have ate it in front of his fucking face. Because he had me pissed off so bad, lost some energy there. Running around back and forth. Fuck this, I ate it. Drink his drink too. But this is what happens. And I don't know, I just found out tonight, and this leads to another story. Hope I'm not putting you all to sleep, the whole 4 viewers. But this leads to another story, and I just found out tonight. DoorDash customer service told me that I think the store has DoorDash for a second partner. So if you order from D'Angelo's or Papa Gino's, which is my next story, or Subway, off their website, DoorDash gets the delivery. So it's like a second party, right? And with that being said, what we got here? No, I don't DoorDash in Texas. I would like to DoorDash out there in Texas. That'd be fun. What's this? Oh. What the hell's a K? KKK. Felipe. So, what the hell? Saul Balizo. You're DoorDash in Texas. Tanishi. Well, thanks for joining anyways, but no, I don't DoorDash in Texas. But this leads me to my second story, mind you. And this is just, oh my God, unbelievable. So what I found out is I think when when DoorDash is the second partner to any of these stores, I guess the store messes up the orders. So I'm thinking maybe that when you order from Subway, Papa Gino's, maybe D'Angelo's, I don't know, but my two stores was Subway and Papa Gino's, that if you order from these stores, not through DoorDash, but through their app, I'm figuring that they give wrong addresses. So tonight's episode, and I screenshot both of these addresses, mind you, for my records in case something comes back on me. But this one said 66, I can't say the full address, but 66, let's just say, I'll make up an address because I don't want to give some address out, but even though these people were ignorant and, yeah, didn't ask me what I was doing at their house. They just took the food and they did do something to the chicken. Made a mess like a fucking prick. But I can't give out the address, so I'm going to make up an address of 66, let's say Asshole Drive, because the people were assholes. And their dog almost bit my leg. So I went to 66 Asshole Drive. Knocked on the door. It says hand to customer. So I'm texting. I am here outside the door. Didn't see the text from the other person. Because by this time I already made another call. And then I started knocking on the door 2 times. Finally, some teenage, ignorant little girl came out. She must have been, I don't know, 15. The dog is going nuts. She's trying to open up the door. You know, not asking me what I'm doing there, just looking at me like, with a shit-eating grin, which I'm assuming she was smiling because she was going to take the food and think it was funny. Ha ha. And that's what she did. So she took the food. I said, have a good night. And, you know, I'm sitting here going to check out, what you're supposed to do on DoorDash, complete delivery. No sooner than that, I got a phone call from the customer that's supposed to get it. Now, they lived on 249, let's say, Tisdale Ave. And the lady's like, I'm outside, where are you? I said, the address is 66, you know, Asshole Drive, right? She's like, no, I live on this address. I'm like, oh, man. So I'm starting to explain to her that, yeah, the app has me at this address. I'm going to screenshot this as soon as I get your food back so I can show it to you. But lucky enough, the woman didn't want that food back because after what happened, as I knocked on the door, I guess they would say the father came to the fucking door with the dog barking. He's trying to give me the food back. Dog's going ballistic. Got out, almost bit me, but I grabbed the food and I said, sorry, but my phone said your address, so... But I need the food back, thanks. Leave that, and after all this commotion goes on, the lady's like, I don't want that food. It's been in someone's house. I don't know what they did to it. I'm like, all right, I understand that. So I have to go to back to Papa Gino's and reorder your food for you if I can. And I have to call DoorDash to let them know that the address is screwed up. So with all that being said, customer didn't want the food. I went back to Papa Gino's, and get this, they can't even make the friggin' order. So it's like, what the... Yep, they wouldn't even make it. No, they're going to remake it, so charge them twice, which would be very ignorant. But I guess, all in all, when I got off the phone with DoorDash, the people were on their way to get their own food. And yeah, I ended up with a pizza and some chicken. And lucky thing I didn't give them that. 'Cause whatever the little bitches did in there, they knocked the sauce all over in the box. That's why I call it Asshole Drive. And I think that might have been like a 6 to 12 piece chicken tender meal, and there was only 4 left. So, what the oh my God. Rude ignorance. But if you're a DoorDasher and you've had this happen to you, let me know. I am going to do another video on this, so I'll capture some highlights. 49-second shot was that bad. Pew! But yeah, I just had to just let people know to beware. Whether you're a DoorDash, I mean that other one, I don't know, man. That guy with the 245, you know, he was telling me to literally go walk in some woods. So who knows? Maybe he was over there gonna probably jump me or attack me or something. There's a lot of shit going on this app right now, but I was assured that it's the store's fault, I guess, to say so when they give out an order. If you go through the store's, you know, website to order, and DoorDash is just that second party to pick it up, yeah. Well, there you go. You don't want to do it that way. Your food will go to someone else's house. Fucking ridiculous. But anyway, I thought I'd share that. And that's probably the 2 most craziest orders I've gotten that has happened like that. And it's like, wow. Even though I did have a catering job that sent me to the wrong address. But that was a college in Tufts Animal College in Grafton. And I think I didn't get the right address there. So I think they had some illegal bakery, go figure, shop going on, and DoorDash didn't have the right address to it. It brought you to literally the administration building. So with that being said, yeah, what was that bakery really doing in an animal veterinary college, Tufts University? Why are they gonna have a bakery in there? What are they doing, huh? Yeah, I get it. Something illegal. That one was a nightmare. My first catering job, I went to the administration building. Started going all over the place looking for this pickup. So I think I called not DoorDash, but the catering number. And they literally said, "You're at the wrong address." I'm like, what? I said, "I'm at the right address." "No, you got to go to this address." And mind you, the address they gave me was the delivery address. Oh my God. Could have smacked somebody that day. But, I don't know, got through it. This is a crazy fucking app. It's getting weirder every day. Mind you that my account got hacked in December. And I got kicked off for, the app pulling some shit of someone getting a hold of my account. But they did do a lot of changes. It has been doing me well since I've started this job, so I can't. I mean, I got out of there, someone scamming my shit. And someone scammed money out of my card too, mind you, in 2023. But I got through that, got all my money back. Because, of course, the dum-dum used the wrong credit card number. Mind you, it wasn't my 4 digits that DoorDash had. The 4 digits was a whole nother number. I got my money back. Took me fucking 3 weeks, though, to get $1,400. That was some shit. But, oh well. But you gotta look at it this way, folks. If stuff like this doesn't get properly handled, or You don't call in, you don't, and there's a lot of dashers I learned that don't call in. They just cancel orders. They don't care. If you want to make this work, and I like this job, man. I mean, you're your own boss. You can stop when the hell you want. And the pay ain't bad. I can't complain. Even though a lot lately has been cheap, cheesy tips, but it all works it out way in the end, so. Comments here, we got some rocket ships, thank you. Fuck am I watching? Watching DoorDash stories with Arch. Nightmare DoorDash stories. Who's this? Just my opinion. But thank you for sharing that. Just my opinion. What are you watching? Well, if you want to go DoorDash, you might want to learn something here, because if you don't do something right, you might get screwed in the end. Just my opinion. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope I didn't bore you too much. I'll bring this mud in. Oh, pug pooch asshole. And go comprehend what the fuck just happened tonight. Oh my God, it just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better, folks. Just keeps getting better. I don't know what to think about all of this, but yeah. When you're trying to make a legit living and the job is just like any other fucking job. Punch assholes! Oh my God, it ain't even funny. Don't even know what to even make of this, think of this, but damn. Fucking crazy, I can tell you that. And all I want to do is make a living. Which I can get my monetization back from YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. But there it all went. Now I gotta go try and get my share back from, I'll get paid from TikTok. Yeah, that's right, TikTok TERRAFULLSIGHT. They've been giving me a lot of opportunities to make money, but unfortunately right now, I ain't got the money to put in to make that money. Go figure. But anyways, you all have a great night. Beware, be safe, take care. If you're a DoorDasher, watch out for orders like these. I want to talk about insane in the membrane. Ha! But anyways, gotta get back to the house. Ready to pass out. Well, not only does shit like this happen, it frickin' burns your brain, boy, because you get pissed. And all you're doing is trying to get some of their fucking food, but oh my God, it's ridiculous. You all have a great night. Thank you all for who have joined. Out. Get some technical difficulties here.